Assalamualaikum, apa kabar? Hello everybody, my name is Jonathan and I guess this is my first time saying hi to everybody in real life. Firstly, I just want to thank all of you for joining this initiative. I really appreciate all of you believing in this project, and just a very quick summary about what I'm trying to do. This is a personal project of mine. I would go into my story a bit later, but I just want to let all of you know that I'm thankful that you decided to join, and I hope that the next few weeks will be productive few weeks where I will try my best to tell you what I know, and hopefully you can learn some stuff. Currently, I've already told all of the mentors, we have about 20 mentors, um, that they should start contacting the mentees. The mentors are from all around the world, but they're all Malaysian. I'm sure that some of you mentees already have conversations, WhatsApp groups with these mentors, but if you don't, I'm really sorry, and I will try my best to make sure that they get back to you now. It's just because due to the coronavirus, it's very hard to make sure that people stay in touch, and I will definitely try my best to make sure that this thing can go faster. But for now, I will be presenting in this video a bit about myself, why I think that I have the capabilities to share some information and to teach you some stuff. And then for the next few videos, we will go a bit more in depth into the things that you guys talked about. Let me just pull it up. So in the next few videos, I'll be talking about tips for scholarship interviews, the comparing between studying in local universities versus studying in overseas. I also think that we should compare between studying in government universities and private universities. So what are the pros and cons of studying in USM or UM versus Taylor's College or Surrey College versus studying all the way in the UK or Australia. I think these are very important differences. And also we'll be going into scholarships, right? Beasiswas, and how we can try our best to present ourselves so that the people that are evaluating us would give us the scholarships. And also finally, I'll do a quick education system comparison between SATs, A-levels, IB, and STPM. A bit about myself and why I think that I have the capacity to really teach all of you these things. I personally come from a government school. I grew up in Penang, and I spent all my life in Penang, born and raised in Penang. And after I finished SPM, I did science stream. After I finished SPM, I was lucky enough to go all the way to the US. I was in Wisconsin for 6 months, and I was there because of an exchange program. It was sponsored by the US Department of State, and after that I came back and it sort of changed my life. I was given a place to do matriculasi. I was actually going to study MBBS medicine, because back in high school I was very active in St. John Ambulance, Macam Bulan Sabit Merah, and I was active until national level, so I was quite passionate about medicine. But then after going to the US, I decided that my life goal was more about understanding the world, learning more about different cultures, and improving my English. And so I decided to do the IB, International Baccalaureate Diploma program instead. And after the IB, I decided to also study overseas. I was looking at options. I was also looking at, should I do USM or UM? Should I do Taylor? Should I do Surrey University? And I decided that I wanted to study overseas, but I don't come from a very rich background, and I was applying for many scholarships. I was going through different education routes. I was considering Australia, Canada, Hong Kong, even Korea, the US, the UK, and finally I settled for a university called New York University in Abu Dhabi. That's a bit complicated to explain why I chose that place, but I don't think this particular video is the video to explain that. I'll be explaining that in the few other videos. But what I'm trying to do in this video is to first just thank all of you for signing up for this initiative, apologizing to all of you for being so late, and hopefully that the mentors would start to really start contacting all of the mentees. I know that some mentors have started conversations, but not all. And I'm doing these videos because I think that since all of you are on this WhatsApp group, it makes more sense to just start doing videos now since we have time, right? So just to recap, I did SPM, I was in science stream, I got full A's, and then I went on to do an exchange program in the US. It's called the Kennedy Lugar Youth Exchange and Study. If any of you are interested in applying, you can apply if you're in Form 4 right now. If you're now in Form 5, it's a bit late because application rounds are over, I think. Let me look that up. But yeah, and then I did the IB, but when I was doing the IB, I was undecided, so I kind of looked at the different options I had. So I'm quite familiar with A levels, I'm quite familiar with Muffy, SAM, STPM, even UEC. I'm actually quite familiar with all the general pre-university qualifications because I personally was thinking a lot about it, and then I'm currently studying economics and finance at New York University, Abu Dhabi. But as I mentioned before, I was heavily considering medicine, and I was actually considering engineering as well after not doing medicine. After deciding not to do medicine, I was like, oh, maybe I could do engineering, and then I decided, oh, I'll do economics instead. It's a very complicated story, and I don't expect all of you to actually care. So if you skip this video, it's fine, but just make sure you watch the other videos because this is a very quick summary of who I am, and the next few videos will be more straight to the point. So yeah.